Well, hey, garden friends, it's Destry. Welcome back to my patio today. There is a quick break in the rain, so I thought real quickly we should look at some plants because, what else is there to do? Let's check out some of the plants that I got at Garden Palooza this year. I also visited another nursery, so I have so many new and exciting plants to share with you tonight. It's a plant haul. So let's go ahead and look at some of the stuff we got. So if you're new here, hey, I'm Destry. I like to do what I call yardening here in my Oregon garden, Zone 8B. And recently I went to an event called Garden Palooza. And, basically it's a nursery, lots of plants, picture fun food plants. And I was able to come home with a few things that have been on my list for a long time, some new favorites to me. Definitely some fun plants here. So basically, I'm just going to flip the camera around and kind of show you what we got. I'll show you some plant tags and talk about some of my plans for some of these plants. And we'll just kind of take a look at everything when we have a little break in the rain with some sun. All right, folks. Well, here is some of the plant haul. Also, I wanted to mention my husband got an electric lawnmower. I don't know the brand. Well, it looks like it's Select Cut. I'm not sure the brand, but he's really enjoying it. So anyway, side note, electric lawnmower, I think is getting a good review. So let's go ahead and start with some of these bigger plants. Now, first of all, let's start with the hydrangea, because really, let's just do that. This is the Fairy Trail Fresco Cascade Hydrangea from Proven Winners. You can see that it can change colors from blues to pinks, depending on your soil pH. And I was able to grab two of these. Unfortunately, one of them is for a good friend. So she said, hey, if they have those, grab me one. And you know what it's like when someone sends you with a wish list to the nursery, you got to deliver. So anyway, I was able to grab two of those. You can see they're just now coming on. They're not, blooming yet, but I'm going to go ahead and keep them watered and fertilized. So next, let's get into this smaller box of plants. This one here is one that I snagged, and this is a vinka. And this vinka, the reason I like it is because it has a more upright habit. Now, this one had a purple flower on it, but I think it fell off. And then this one is a white. So I thought the color was pretty on this, and the blooms. I'd never seen that white, smaller vinka before. But I like vinkas in hanging containers, and I have overwintered the vinkas on my hanging baskets on my patio. Now, we did have a pretty mild winter, but they did great. So anyway, I saw those and I grabbed those. And then another one I grabbed in the shopping trip was this Dianthus. So this one has a really pretty purple flower, and I have really good luck with Dianthus most of the time. And this one is the Everlast Violet Blue. And so I really liked the color on this. Oops, it looks like one of the blooms got broke. Darn it, that's what happens when you shove stuff in a car and in a box. But you can see the bloom here. So pretty. So I loved that, and I wanted to give it a try. Next up is one that's new to me. This is a phlox. It's the Wanderer Rose phlox. Really, again, just for the flowers. I've been looking for some blooming ground covers and things that might spread. So I've heard good things about phlox in my zone, so I wanted to give it a try. And I was enjoying sort of the purples of this color combination, which is why I also grabbed this ajuga. I love ajuga. I have lots of it in my front garden, kind of my corner lot, basically out in the front. And it's a really beautiful ground cover, and I really love the purple foliage of this, and it has a pretty bloom. So this one is the Burgundy Glow ajuga. Here's another Dianthus back in here. This one I don't have in my garden yet. It's a cherry swirl. So look at the bloom on this one. Isn't that beautiful? It has this pink and white swirl, right? And so, man, I just had to try that. Again, I have a few other Dianthus that tend to come back for me. So I'm trying to kind of build my collection. And then I did grab one more of the phlox. So we've already seen that one, but we have not seen these. So this is a Dianthus. This is a Barbini mix. And look at the size of the bloom on that. I don't think I've ever seen a Dianthus with such a large bloom. At least the Dianthus that I've grown from seed does not look like this. So I was intrigued. This is the same. So they're both the same. But yeah, I want to see what I can do with those in some containers. And then in the back here is this gorgeous plant. This one is a gallon pot. And this is, oh, there's that other tag for the vinka. This one is the pink profusion salvia. And so I've never tried this one in my garden, but look at the blooms. I've heard such good things about it. I think it could work beautifully as a cut flower as well. So I wanted to add this perennial to my landscape, and I'm super excited to try it. And then over here in this box, we have some more really pretty things. So this is a saxifrage. This one is the hot rose. And if you watch Laura from Garden Answer, she did a container lately with saxifrage for spring. It is a perennial for me, and it has that kind of ground cover habit where it might spread. Look at the blooms on this. Isn't it just the sweetest spring flower? I am so excited. So I grabbed 2 of those. And then out at Bauman's, they did have the Elegance series of the pansies, the Japanese pansies. I don't know if they're, calling them that as much anymore. It's just like the Elegance series. They have that frilly edge, and I tried to get some ones that I thought were just really stunning. So let me see if I can kind of get in here. Look at that. I mean, it looks like a tutu. It looks like a ballerina's dress. Doesn't it? Look at this one. I was really impressed with these, and I was really impressed with the price. Now, I have a couple of these that did come back for me. They overwintered. I did keep them protected, but they did come back. Look at that one, you guys. Look at, on the same plant, you can get different varieties. They're just so stunning. So I grabbed 4 of these of the Elegance series pansies. And then back here, a couple more new plants to me that I wanted to try. Actually, that's not entirely true. I have one that's coming back, and that's a bacopa. So again, I'm looking for these flowering ground cover type of plants. These are so pretty. Oops, these could be pretty to spill out of baskets. And then here's the other color of the bacopa. This is just the bacopa pink. So look at that bloom. Isn't that beautiful? So I have a bacopa that has come back in the ground. It survived the winter, so I'll go show you that in a second. So I was really interested in adding some more bacopa to my landscape. All right, and then the next couple containers are bigger gallon containers. And these are a couple I've been looking at for fillers for my cut flower bouquets. I really need to focus on, greens in my bouquets. I need to focus on things that can support my lovely flowers. And so when I saw this, I thought it was a really good candidate for that. So this is the Proven Winners White Album Winter Creeper. It says it is an evergreen in my area, and it is a shrub. So hopefully, with some care, enough sun and such, this will continue to grow, and I can cut on this for my cut flower bouquets. Another one that I was considering for that purpose is this one. So this is the Illuminati Sparks. It is an orange. Let's see, does it say the actual name of the plant? I guess it's just the Illuminati Sparks. So this one also, sorry, Midnight's over here. Midnight, you're not the star of the show. It has this, again, really pretty variegated foliage, but it's kind of more of a yellow tone than this one. And so, yeah, I'm excited for this. Now, this one does also have a flower, and I've heard that it does smell really, really good. So I'm excited to give that one a try too. And another one that I'm interested in for more of a shrub and something to develop and continue to grow is this lemony lace elderberry. You guys, I have heard about this one a lot on the Proven Winners podcast. I listen to the podcast every week that they put out. And they talk a lot about this particular plant, and you can see why. I mean, with the sun coming up right now and out, I mean, it just glows. So I'm really interested for this lemony lace elderberry. I actually have a black lace elderberry already in my garden, and I'm excited to try this variety. And then another one of the gallon containers that I scooped up is the Yuki Kabuki Detsua Tell me if I'm saying that right. Look at the blooms on this. So again, this is another shrub. I don't know much about this one except what I saw at the garden center. So look at this. The blooms, see if I can get in here, sorry. The blooms are multicolored. They have a bell shape to them. They're sort of downward facing, but it's just a really beautiful bloom and a really pretty shrub. So I'm excited to add this one to my collection. And then a couple of the other things I got are these really cool 30-second planters. These are from Proven Winners, and these ones are ones that Bauman Farms has put together. You can see they tell you all of the combinations of what's in here, and I will be using a couple of these in some upcoming videos, so be sure to stick around to the channel. I'm going to be planting up some gorgeous containers and hanging baskets for spring with some of these. But you can see this one has that Medusa potato vine here. Look at this Supertunia with the purple throat, and then this gorgeous calyx on this salvia. So I'm really excited for this 30-second planter. Okay, and then over here you can see I do not have these planted up yet, but these are some more of the 30-second planters. And this one features the Hoopla Vivid Orchid from Proven Winners, and then this stunning dahlia. Look at this thing. It has opened up just in the last couple days. Look at this one here. So I grabbed two of those that have a similar planting. What's cool about these, though, is that because Bauman put them together, they're all slightly different. So again, stick around to the channel. I'll be going over these more in detail and using them in some of my containers this season. And then here are some of the elegance pansies that I overwintered that I actually got last fall. Got them again up there at Bauman's, but you can see I had three that survived the winter, and I did have them in the greenhouse. Now I've noticed they've raised up a bit in the soil, so I might need to repot them. But honestly, look at them; they're full of blooms, and they are just so beautiful. So I'm really enjoying them here. And then this is another one of the 30-second planters. This one has a different variety. To look at these sweet little purple blooms in here. And then with this salvia, they are just beautiful. These 30-second planters are just such a brilliant idea for busy people, people that want to garden and want to have that gorgeous look, but just don't really have the time. And then my last little kind of fun plant I got at one of the vendors out at Garden Palooza. So it was an independent vendor. And this one is let's see, Mayona Hobly Mini Arb. Halub? A mini arb. We'll just call it a mini arb. And I thought it was the cutest little structure. It just had such personality. And I recently got a really cute bonsai pot, and I wanted something interesting to put in it. So when I saw this guy, I thought, okay, this guy's got character. So I'm excited to use this in an upcoming houseplant project. Then another plant that I got out at the Bauman farm was this. You guys, this is one of the trailing hydrangeas. So this one specifically, let's see, where's the tag, you guys? It is in here. It's the Hydrangea Fairy Tale Bride. So here it is in this hanging basket, and you can see it's already branching out and trailing, which is what it's intended to do. It's going to start blooming out anytime. And they actually gave me a little package of fertilizer to use to help it, to keep going and bloom. And I just have it hanging here on my patio. My patio is not yet set up for the spring-summer season. It's a little too cold yet to enjoy the patio as a family, but I am enjoying this planter. And so here is that bacopa I was going to share with you. It's so cool when you have, things unexpected in the garden. So this was in a pot. I had planted it in one of my spring containers last year, and it must have had like a piece that fell out, or, maybe it kind of jumped the pot and it ended up rooting, and it has come back beautifully this spring, and it's such a nice ground cover. So I am really interested in, developing more ground covers. Here's some lemon coral sedum. And, they do help, even though I do have a weed right here, they do help choke out the weeds. So I feel like the more ground covers I can incorporate in areas like this, it makes the garden look so lush. So I'm really interested in using more and more ground covers. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you liked checking out all of these plants. And if you want to stick around to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe so you can see where all of these gorgeous plants end up in my garden and in my yard this year. Right, Milo? Yeah, it's a plant haul. It's a plant haul. Yes.